Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. In this video, we're going to show you how to troubleshoot the top 6 reasons why your refrigerator is not dispensing ice. Stick around to the end of the video for an important tip that can help save you money. But before we begin, we're going to make sure the appliance is unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off the water supply underneath the sink. First thing to check is the auger drum. It picks up the ice cubes in the ice bin and pushes them forward. They have a blade that pushes the cubes forward and out of the dispenser. They're usually made out of plastic, and most have a metal plate that locks it onto the auger shaft. If the refrigerator won't dispense ice, it could be that the auger drum is damaged and isn't locked onto the auger shaft. That would cause the drum to spin freely on the auger, preventing ice from being pushed forward. They're located inside the ice bin, mounted on the auger shaft. Depending upon where the ice bin is located, you'll have to open that door and pull the bin all the way out. Once you have it out, inspect the drum for damage and replace if needed. If you need to order a part, simply go to AppliancePartsPros.com and type in your model number. Find your part on the easy-to-read diagrams and match it to the number below. Click on the part if you want to see more pictures of the item or watch its repair video. You can also scroll down to see DIY stories from customers like you, or ask a question in the Q&A section. Once you're ready, you can add the part to your cart. It's that easy. Most orders will arrive within 2 business days. Next thing to check is the auger coupler. It connects the auger to the auger motor. Auger couplers can be made out of plastic or metal. The coupler is going between the auger and the auger motor. If the coupler is damaged, you may hear the auger motor running, but it won't drive the auger and dispense the ice. Some couplers are mounted on the auger at the back of the ice bin, while others are mounted under the ice bin. Open up the door and pull up the ice bin to inspect the auger coupler. If it's damaged, you'll have to replace it. Now we're going to look at the dispenser arm. It's what you press on to dispense the ice. There are many different styles of dispenser arms, but they all do the same thing. When pressed, they hit a switch that sends power to the auger motor to start dispensing ice. Dispenser arms are located inside the dispenser area on the door. If it's broken, it may not be able to activate the switch to dispense the ice when you press on it. In order to inspect the arm, you'll have to use a putty knife or a small screwdriver to release the control panel frame. Once you have access to the arm, inspect it for damage and replace if needed. Now we need to check the dispenser switch. It tells the auger motor to run when you press the dispenser arm. Dispenser switches usually have 2 terminals on one end and a button on the other. When you press the dispenser arm, it hits the button on the switch, which sends power to the auger motor. For the style of fridges with dispenser arms, the dispenser switch is usually located behind the control panel frame. If you have the actuator pad style, the button will be located directly behind the pad. If it fails, the refrigerator won't dispense ice. If you have the dispenser arm style, just as before, you'll have to use a putty knife or a small screwdriver to release the control panel frame. If you have the pad style, you'll have to remove the pad. Once you have access to the switch, you'll have to remove the wires so we can test it for continuity. In order to see if the part can carry an electric current, we have to test it with a multimeter set to continuity. Once you have it set, touch the probes together to make sure it's working. Touch a probe to each terminal and then press the button. It should have continuity with the button pressed. If it doesn't, then the switch is bad and needs to be replaced. As always, guys, hit those like and subscribe buttons now to help support us making more of these videos. Now we need to look at the dispenser switch bracket. It's what holds the dispenser switch. The dispenser switch bracket holds the dispenser switch in the correct position so the dispenser arm hits the switch. The dispenser switch bracket is located in the dispenser area, usually behind the control panel. If the bracket is damaged and the switch isn't held in place, then the dispenser arm won't hit the switch to turn the auger motor on. You'll have to use a putty knife or a small screwdriver to release the control panel frame. Once you have access to the bracket, inspect it for damage and replace if needed. Last thing to check is the ice dispenser solenoid. It opens and closes the ice chute door. The ice dispenser solenoid is a small solenoid that opens and closes the ice dispenser chute door. It's made up of a coil with 2 terminals and a plunger that's attached to the door arm. If your model has one, the ice dispenser solenoid will be located in the dispenser area, usually behind the control panel. If the solenoid has failed, the ice chute door won't open and the ice won't make it out the dispenser. You'll have to use a putty knife or a small screwdriver to release the control panel frame. Once you have access to the solenoid, depending upon which style you have, you'll need to disconnect the wiring harness or remove the wires so we can test it for continuity. If you have the solenoid with the wiring harness, you'll have to insert a test probe into each side of it. If you have the other type, you'll have to touch a probe to each terminal. You should have continuity. If not, the solenoid is bad and needs to be replaced. If the ice chute door is stuck closed, check to make sure the plunger moves freely. If it's stuck, then the solenoid probably overheated and swelled up and is stopping the plunger from moving. If that's the case, you'll have to replace it. Now here's that money-saving tip we mentioned earlier. If your freezer compartment isn't getting as cold as they used to, and your ice cream's getting soft, it could be that your condenser coils are dirty. Dirty coils can cause the freezer to run warmer than normal if the condenser and other components are covered in dust and pet hair. Dust and pet hair can insulate the coils, preventing them from working efficiently. This can also make the refrigerator run more and cause wear and tear to those components. Keeping the coils clean can improve your refrigerator's efficiency by 30%, so doing this can save you money on your electric bill and future repair costs. In order to clean them, you'll have to pull the refrigerator out and remove the rear access panel. Then carefully clean the coils. Keep in mind that some may be accessed from the front. You may have to use a condenser cleaning brush to reach in there. Also, while you're back there, clean the compressor, condenser motor and fan blade, and wipe down everything else. Be sure you're careful not to damage anything, and make sure you do this at least once a year. Once you take care of the problem, you can plug the appliance in, turn the water back on, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another troubleshooting video brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons now, and if you have any questions or want to share how your repair went, leave a comment down below.